Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld, welcome to the global headquarters. I'm just, I think I'm watching a storm arriving, not now but later. If you've watched my channel, you know that I love these storms that happen in the mountains, so I'm going to try and predict what's going to happen in round about 4 hours time. I'll go through the process of watching it at a distance, as it were, watching it arrive, and hopefully watching it thump us here. Maybe, maybe not, but we'll see what happens. Quick time check according to Mickey Mouse on the wall, 5 o'clock. As ever, using lightningmaps.org. I do have a couple of other things that I use, but this is the main one for watching stuff. Now, I'll do this handheld. It might be a wee bit shaky because I'm working computer and camera at the same time. Blue dot is where I am. There's the lake down below to the northwestish of us, and nothing really showing up here. Again, 0 per minute. So let's zoom out a bit. Oh, that was zooming in. Zooming out, and still nothing really. Most of our systems come from west-ish, you know, northwest, southwest, and west-southwest, west-northwest, whatever. But let's have a little look. Across here we have Gap, and just to give a heads up on, that's a 10-kilometre distance, so Gap round about in a straight line 30 kilometres, 40 kilometres away. Now I'll just zoom out a bit more and look at this bad boy. This is a storm. Now the count on this, it's showing just under 150 per minute just now in total, not just this batch but also all the ones about. So I'll zoom out a fraction more, and yeah, there's a bigger storm behind it as well. It seems to be coming in waves. 338, 340 strikes per minute. Now this app seems to only show cloud to earth. It doesn't show cloud to cloud. It used to years ago when I watched it, but the best way to see in what direction this is coming, because we are there, zooming in again, and the system is here. So I'll just get it on that sort of a level. Now if I go up here, what we have is working mouse and what we have is we're working mouse and screen at the same time, a bit dodgy. Real time only. To see where it's coming from, I will now click on to, if I can see it there, into the -1 hour. All the strikes that have happened in the past hour, and that'll show what direction it's going in. Now that's the one that's west of us, directly west, and the sort of browny area is where it was more than real time, i.e. up to an hour ago. So it looks like it is coming towards us. That could be fun. That could be great fun. So just have to see how this develops up. I'll go back to real time only, and yeah, it is pretty active to the west of Gap. Update, 6 o'clock. So back to Lightning Maps, we're here. There's the lake. Gap City is up there, and it seems to be starting to get a few there, remnants as it were. Home in on that a wee bit, up the other way. And yeah, this guy has now arrived at Gap. Now that first look at this, the storm itself was about equidistant, me to Gap to the storm, and it's now approaching here. But if I zoom out a little bit further, yeah, there's quite a bit before. I think this is something that it seems to be shooting ahead of it or something. I don't know. There's a massive amount behind, and all in all, including what's up there, no, let's exclude that. What we're at, 208 per minute. Okay, the camera's having fun focusing in on that stuff. So the clicking you hear is the lightning strikes. And back to that first take when it was 340, that's more or less 6 strikes a second. As you can hear, it's quite a lot happening. So give it another hour and see. Nothing to look at outside yet. Okay, just before I do, on that zoom level, let's have a look at the previous hour and we'll see what we looked at an hour ago. And there's nothing, as I say, it seems to be shooting that ahead of itself. That was an hour ago what we were looking at. So, I don't know. 7 o'clock update. And it's beginning to get a bit rainy outside, wet outside. It started raining about 10-15 minutes ago. And back to the map, where again we are here, and I've got the same reference point for gap at the top left there, and this seems to have kind of missed us, although there is one at the very end of our valley, one hit there. As I say, it's raining here now, a few sort of off the underside of that, but I predicted, as I say, it's 7 o'clock now, I predicted a hit of about 9. This first blast, this one that's shot ahead of the rest, has gone past us to the north, but if I go out, that's only a very small part of this. Now, again, difficult operating camera and mouse at the same time, handheld on the camera. But yeah, there's a lot more to come. You can see a huge wave of it, and I reckon that's going to hit us. Some part of that should hit us. So I won't take too detailed a look outside as yet. We'll just see what happens next. 7:30. And it's raining. And we just had some huge bangs. There's been 3 hits. We're going to have a quick look at the lightning maps. Right. Yeah, so there's us. Oh, well, it doesn't tune in quite that well, but yeah, could be getting hit here, not too sure. It just seems to be the remnants of this same system. The other stuff is now following. Look back on that. Yeah, still a lot more to come, but this just seems to be a first wave that's coming into us here. So yeah, maybe have another look outside, but that was just, I don't know if those were just one-offs or not, but what a racket, it was right close by. So we've got some cloud coming in too, and still raining fairly hard, but that one missed us. But that, as I said, I think that's just like the lead up to the main show, which is going to happen after dark. And after dark, after sunset, and it goes dark, that's when I get the best contrast between the lightning itself and whatever's behind it. There's a flash there, I think. I don't know. But it's kind of roundabout, and it's this main wave that we saw on screen there. So Yeah, that was. It was a flash in the distance. Hear the noise. Sounds like that came south of us. Right, so yeah, interesting to watch, interesting to predict, and this is what I do in my predict process, is pick sometimes half an hour at a time, but for the sake of the video 1 hour at a time, which I do sometimes, and you can just see if stuff's likely to hit. Sometimes it doesn't happen. It kind of depends what level the storm itself has its strongest, and it can get deflected by mountain ranges and stuff and disappear off. But that looks like what I'd done just now was what I was looking at, this little rumble we've had, the flash and rumble just now. I think I caught something, but it's way in the distance, so I wouldn't catch a flash off it. But yeah, I think it could get interesting, and I'll be watching this right up to a couple of hours time and beyond if necessary. I'll just watch how it happens. Should get some good shots. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Just coming up for 8 o'clock. And same map reference with gap up in the top left amongst all those dots. That's the main one of this coming in, so it could hit. And it's just starting to rain heavier. If you're not familiar with lightning maps, it doesn't show cloud to cloud strikes, although it used to, or I think it was another site or something that used to put little white flashes in a kind of long arrow shape, and that signified cloud to cloud, but they never left dots. But what happens is it arrives like that. The white circle is the sound, the yellow circle with the red ring round it is the strike, and of course the sound just dissipates. So the blue ones are the Blitzortung strikes that have been picked up by the partner site on this site. So something seems to be getting closer. There's been one down the bottom of the mountain. Oops, too much. There's another flash happened south of us here. So where you see me in the blue dot running up the valley, which is running south of me, that is south. So that's the Lopion mountain range with the line that goes beyond the other valleys, and that's where ours ends up there. So most of our weather comes from the west or thereabouts. The clicking noise is the noise of each of these strikes on screen. So currently 32 per minute on average. It's 8:30. Now it's fogged in here. We're in cloud, so not sure I'll get some clear stuff. But I'm just going to keep the camera running on this, looking up to the sky. There we go. And maybe in the edit I can pick out some pictures of this. Wow. Love it. You see the water that's coming off my roof. Can't see what I'm heading round to the left here. Wow. It's all round us now. Whoa! That'll be a loud one. Quick pause. Quick pause there. I was going to check out the lightning maps, but the internet's gone. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just moving the camera from left to right and back again, pivot it round. Best way to try and catch stuff, just slowly follow an arc round. Usually I'd leave the camera pointing where I think the next splash is, but it's all over. Beautiful sound. Last time the internet was active and I looked at lightning maps, I was going to hit the mountain opposite, right where I'm waving the camera around. Oh wow, not had one of these for a while. That was a cloud to cloud just above us to the south. Wow. Don't know how much longer I keep this going. Six minutes for a straight shoot already. I'll keep it running, why not? I just get the feeling it's a big one coming. So many echoes from around the valleys. Wow. Wow. That was close, yeah. Woo. That could have been the one. This has been non-stop since almost 10 minutes now. I'll just keep it running. I'm currently checking out to see if I've got a bit of internet or something connecting to the Wi-Fi in the building or whatever, and see what lightning maps is showing on my phone if I can connect it. It's not showing that much, being honest. Whoa, that was a close one behind. Should make a noise in a minute or second. That was behind. No, that's not really helping. So I'm just keeping it pointing for a bit longer, see if we can get another big one. Sometimes it does this, yeah. Sometimes it does that, it kind of goes quietish. I might even get pictures of this, I don't know. That wasn't that close. Looked it, but maybe the sky's clear and it's hard to tell. At least we're out of the cloud here, so things could get clearer if it happens on the mountain opposite, which is about 2 kilometers away to the summit. I just get the feeling it's, it's cloud to cloud above us again, or above us in west. That was closer. Four or 5k away. The rain's calmed down in here as well. It's kind of sparking away southwest of us. I'm pointing west-southwest. Go around there a bit. If you got this far in the video, you're doing well. What are we at now? Coming up for 15 minutes. I'll cut it at 15, so another minute to go. One, nice one. Yeah. I think that could have made a picture. I'll put it at the end if I do, or I'll put it through it or whatever. Wow. That was a nice one. Right, I'm going to cut it at that. I'll wait till the next flash, whatever size it is, before I go. Hopefully it's going to happen. Yeah, little one. Little triple. Quite a way away. Any noise off it? No, another one closer. Got to stop at some point. Thanks again for watching, especially if you got this far. Cheers.